right, Dana is back with us. No clouds today,
Right?
and it is really starting to get hot out there.
Exactly. It really feels like summer out there. Temperatures much above average for this time of year, and unfortunately, it's only going to get hotter until we have a cold front moving through. But high temperatures today, take a look at that. Keep in mind, our average high temperature for this time of year is only 75 degrees, and yet today, a lot of us got into the mid to upper 80s, even some 90s out there. Got to 94 in Freiburg, 91 in Augusta, 91 also up north in Caribou. Like Zach said, we had plenty of sunshine out there today, a little bit of cloud cover through central Maine earlier today, but overall we don't have too much to talk about in the clouds and precipitation department, but we do have a lot to talk about in terms of the heat. Which means I want to talk about precip very quickly here. So we have a couple of showers and thunderstorms currently in New Hampshire, and they might get into areas like Rangeley and Freiburg this evening, but overall we're not looking at too much storm activity out there today, but the hot and humid conditions we're experiencing does set us up well for some thunderstorms late in the afternoon tomorrow. This is Wednesday at 5 p.m. Might see some thunderstorms pop up particularly in western and southern Maine, but a couple might pop up in northern Maine here too. And then we'll start off Thursday morning with a little bit more cloud cover, and then later in the day we're going to have a cold front move through from north to south. And right along this cold front, we might see a little bit more storm activity pick up, especially in areas in kind of the southern 2/3 of the state. But overall, not a ton of precipitation here to talk about, but we do have plenty to talk about in terms of the heat. So today was very hot, especially in terms of average temperatures, but tomorrow and Thursday are going to be even hotter. Average temperatures, or ambient temperatures rather, getting into the mid 90s, especially areas inland, but if you take into effect the humidity as well, the heat index is going to be even higher, and a lot of places getting over 100 in terms of the feels like temperature. Once that cold front goes through Thursday night though, Friday's temperatures will be much more tolerable. In addition to the heat, we do have a lot of humidity to talk about. It's going to be very humid as we go over the next few days, even oppressive in some areas, dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Once again, though, once that cold front goes through, it'll be much more comfortable Friday and through the weekend. Now, because of the excessive heat and humidity this week, the National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning in all of the areas shaded in pink here. And it's actually the first time the National Weather Service in Caribou has ever issued an excessive heat warning. All of the other areas here in the orange color are under a heat advisory, and that's the rest of the state with the exception of the immediate down east coastline. So why is all of this happening? The reason for it is a large area of high pressure to our south. It's bringing a lot of heat and humidity into the area, and as long as this is around, it's going to stay hot and humid. That is until a cold front moves from north to south Thursday evening, and then we'll finally get a little bit of relief from the heat because an area of high pressure will bring in some cooler air from Canada. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet. Keep in mind, if you're going to be cooling down at the beach this week, that the water is still extremely cold, only 58 degrees, and that can be dangerous. So the 7-day forecast still very hot, Zach, Wednesday and Thursday. Once that cold front goes through, it will get a little bit more tolerable as we get into the weekend, and we'll also have a few showers late Sunday night. But overall, you definitely want to keep cool this week because we haven't had heat quite like this since July of 2011.
Yeah, so check on the pets, check on the older neighbors.
Absolutely. Stay hydrated too.
All right, Dana, thanks so much.